Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Proverbs 185. The proverb today is to count the cost. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone says to count the cost, it usually means that one should carefully think about and judge the risks, the dangers, and disadvantages before attempting to do something. Especially something one may, or maybe some other people may, consider to be a foolish or careless action. The proverb tends to be used a little more in British English than American English, but it's used in American English as well. Let's continue. The origin of this proverb comes directly from the Bible, Luke 14:28. So anytime you see that, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, that's in the New Testament. So they were the ones that actually wrote about the life of Jesus. So this quote is actually supposed to be directly from Jesus. All right, and here is the quote. And whoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Remember, the disciples were the followers of Jesus. And, there was the 12 disciples he chose, but really anybody that wants to follow in the beliefs is supposed to be a disciple as well. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sits down first and counts the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it? Okay, even though there's a lot more to the quote, don't want to go over the whole thing because it's too long. But let's look more at the note here. So I'll explain better. Ironically, the original biblical quote does not quite fit the same use today. The way the proverb is used today is more of a warning that one should realize the possible dangers or disadvantages of something before attempting to do it, which on the surface is not a bad message. A lot of times when we want to attempt to do something, especially something that will take a long time to do, you might want to count the cost, the financial cost, the cost in your time. Time is like money as well, and your effort. Could that be better used in a different way? However, this may discourage many from even attempting a venture if considered to be too risky. So the risks, even though it's good to count the costs, but sometimes it may scare people from doing something that maybe they were supposed to do too. So you got to be careful. All right, let's continue. However, the biblical quote seems to tell us we are supposed to bear a cross. Okay, everyone's life will have difficulties. Yes, no matter who you are, whether you were born rich or poor or middle class, there'll always be some issues, some difficulties that you have to bear one way or the other. It is not your life goal to avoid them, but instead to bear them to reach the goal. If we are not all in meaning, you trying with all your determination, we are not all in, we are likely to give up, dwelling on the cost and never accomplish what we were supposed to. All right, well, this is sometimes the difficulty, is sometimes trying to figure out what your life mission really was. Obviously, it should be to help some people in some ways. It could be simple stuff, maybe just, bringing up your children the right way, or helping out your family, or helping out some people when they needed it, or maybe stopping somebody from doing something bad, or teaching somebody something. There could have been many parts to, what you were supposed to do or what your life mission was. Okay, so one should expect some financial costs. Possible loss of relationships sometimes too, in order to accomplish what you have to. Or even reputation. I remember when I was checking on this, there was there was like a woman asking, well, how can I count the cost if I don't know what the costs are? And I guess the point from the biblical quote is you have to expect that there's going to be a lot of costs, and you're going to have to try to deal with them. You're supposed to be all in order to get it accomplished. So that's why you can't really even know what all the costs are going to be. Anyway, let's continue. Again, if they fail, yeah. So even if one thinks one has gained much, if they fail at their life mission or purpose, that may be the true costs. He goes, because, well, no matter what religion you have or whatever, many people believe that you're born here for some reason. And it's not always the obvious reason. It's not always to make a lot of money or to I don't know, to win some award or something, but there are things that you were supposed to get done. There are things, maybe some people you're supposed to help or something you're supposed to do to better the world in some way. So that might be part of your mission. All right, anyway, let's look at the examples of the way that we do use it today. Like I said, so governments should try to count the costs before ever considering to go to war. Yeah, not only the financial cost of the war or, the loss of life and everything else, they should really take it all into account before deciding to make that drastic decision. Or number two, taking that overseas job was financially rewarding. However, the long separation from his family led to a divorce. He did not really count the cost before taking it, or maybe all the possible costs. Okay, and number three here, those politicians did not count the political cost. Yeah, sometimes you hear it this way. Sometimes we say there'll be a political cost for doing something. So they did not count the political cost of their actions. Now they've been voted out of office. Okay. Or number four here, before investing in that business, you should count the cost and make sure it is worth it. Worth the time, worth the effort, worth the money. Okay. Anyway, hope you got it. Hope it was informative. I hope it was food for thought. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.